This one taken from the 7. What a spin. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to right off the bat. 58 yards.
Defending a deep route, even when it's thrown on time, is very difficult. But when he's able to maneuver outside of the pocket, that's almost unfair. He's bought extra time. His offensive line has protected him. And now when the ball's in the air, the guy downfield has a chance to make a better adjustment. That's just wrong on every... level as far as the defender is concerned. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And that is from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he shows some mobility there, getting outside the tackles, moving to the right, making a nice play.
Yeah, he had the whole field in front of him and was able to actually throw it about where he was looking, right? He said he moved to the right, had his vision there, and put a nice pass into the end zone for a touchdown.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
On the left side, he finds Beasley. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On third down, it's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards. On the play. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
A second down throw for Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And now it's third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Prescott surveying the field. And on the left side, he's got Witten. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And this is caught on the sideline, but no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds.
Well, it looked like he let it a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Drops it underneath, Elliott. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. Here's
Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second and goal.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it?
And he's got his big tight end. It's Escobar. Touchdown, Dallas. Gavin Escobar there to make the grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. First and goal at the 3-yard line. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. No, let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And now it's blocked. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 30. And they bring this all the way back the other way for 2 points. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Wilson down around his goal line. He's going to loft one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40. One receiver left, 3 to the right. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there just. before halftime. 52 yards. So we have reached halftime here with... Jeez, I don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. Boy, it's only a one-score game. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Come on, let's go.
This is Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
The defense won that play so fast. And I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down. Throwing, Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll bring up a 4th down. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. He hits West underneath. They'll get 19 yards there. Good enough for a Kansas City first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Now Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Now a play fake here on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
Out left side here to Bryant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A first down carry by Elliott. Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it brings up 4th down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
He's got it to West on the dump off. And he's he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive. Some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
He's back to throw. That is caught. A good pickup there at 22. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
He'll look, and he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. Ryan 38.
Prescott to throw. Bryant has it. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go.
Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Prescott to throw it. And an alley to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. And now a first down following that long gain. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
Complete to Jason Witten. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road.